Welcome back to the videos on how to do your research project. This is the second video. In the first one, we looked at where to find the files on ManageBack, how to organize them on your laptop, how to use this research journal, how to make your research question, and making your action plan. And so last time we read through all the instructions, we looked at the vocabulary and the assessment criteria, and we started our research project. So the task is to create a website. The goal of this video is to show you how to use Google Sites to set up each page and organize your project. All right, so last time we looked at choosing a civilization. For this demonstration, I'm using the Olmec civilization. We looked at how to make a research question with the examples. We put our research question right down on the page. What was ancient Olmec culture and how did it compare to ancient China? And today we're going to be looking at coming up with our website. So these are the things that we need to set up. And we're going to be using Google Sites. So there's a few websites you could use. You could use Wix or Weebly or WordPress. Some students are using Editor X. For this demonstration, I'm going to show you how to use Google Sites. So to get there, you can come up to the top and just type sites.google.com to go there. You could search for Google Sites in the search, and it should come up. Of course, you'll need a Google account to use it. So if you haven't got a Google account, go ahead and make one if you want to use Google Sites. And when you get here, this is where we'll be starting. So at the top, you can start with blank or a few different templates. You could go to the template gallery and see all these other ones. I've never used Google Sites, so we're going to go through this together. If you look at education, for a class, a club, a student portfolio, for work, I think maybe project would be the best one. So I'm going to use project. You can use any that you like. Once it loads, you'll have something like this. This is the template of your website. Generally, Google saves on its own, but you can always manually save it. Here's to undo, redo, preview your website, share, which you'll do at the end, some settings you can go through on your own. And over here are the main things that we'll be using. So here's the layout. This is going to be our home page. So let's go back and look at what pages do we need. A home page that communicates the purpose of the website. For example, will people know what the website is about? So this is going to be our home page. The project name for me will be the Ancient Olmec Civilization. You can come up with a more creative one if you'd like. Project name here also. Let's say the Ancient Olmecs. A one-line description of the project. So here you can go back through here and find out what is the purpose of doing this. And you could put that here. What is answering this question? What is the website about? All right, you can see the default here is to have it set up like this. Mission of the project, effort. You can delete these. You can add new ones by clicking it, remove, and change it from an image to different things. If you want to add a YouTube video or calendar or anything like that, you can. You can change the layout of your website over here. Right, sorry, not of the whole page, but of the section. So you can see that these are set up by sections. Here's this. I would change the image to something relevant to the project. So here you can see the dotted lines up here. These are the different sections. So when you click in one, you can change the layout. Here it's set up, it looks like with the title and a subheading. You could put 2 pictures in there instead. Or that just added a new one. How would you change it? You can change the colors, image. You could delete. Collapsible means you can hit this arrow to open or close it. And that's that for the home page. What if you put a table of contents at the top? So you could use these probably to link to different pages once you have them set up. So we'll try that. We'll leave that in there. And let's look at themes. So themes, you can change the color palette of what you like, different font styles, how you want the page to look. See up here it changes the background color a little bit. So you can play around with those if you want. Now we're going to need more pages than the home page. So we need a page that communicates knowledge and understanding of time and space, where the civilization lived and when. So we'll go over here to pages. We'll click plus to add a new page. The name, we'll call this page time and space. We don't want to worry about custom path. And now we have a second page. So we've got our home page over here about the ancient Olmecs, and our second page of time and space. As you add pages, it automatically comes up over here. So we have our home, our time and space, and things like that. All right, so on this page, you would put information about your civilization. When did they live, and where did they live? Just following in here. Right, and anything else that you think is important for understanding of time and space. Maybe you could talk about the key concepts of time and space, like we mentioned in Unit 1, and how those relate to your project, or something like that. The next one, a page that communicates knowledge and understanding of culture. So again, new page with a title, Olmec Culture. And there we go. In each page, you can go into the theme. You can change however you want. You change the color. Each page can be different. You can make a custom one. What's the next page that we need to make? A page that communicates information about innovations. So when you scroll down here, first is religion and philosophy, and later is about innovations. So let's make a new page. Olmec Innovations. Again, you would change the background, change everything to fit your project. You can add in here on each website, each page, you can add in different groups. You can put a table of contents on each one. Innovations, maybe you put an image carousel so that there's constantly pictures of the Olmec innovations scrolling by. Another YouTube video, maybe you make a PowerPoint that you want to put on here, and you put it up on Google Slides. After innovations, a page that uses information to support an opinion about an internal or external factor that caused the civilization to change. So remember, change is our key concept for this unit. So we'll make another web page. Changes in Olmec civilization. There we go. And last, a list of sources used, which you'll put these on each page, and it's nice to have them as a works cited page so that they're all in one spot. All right, so now over here we have all of our pages set up. A history of the project. Maybe here, if you want, you could put in your reflection questions here if you like, or you can just submit them to me. These ones, if you want, you can delete them. So if you right click on these, you can delete. The team, if you want to put some information about yourself, go ahead. If not, you can delete it. And the frequently asked questions. Maybe you could put some in. You could put your research questions here, some things that came up if you want. Some questions you think might be interesting for your project that people might want to know. So now we have these all set up. All right, they automatically come over here. And you can organize them any way you want just by clicking and dragging them down. So yeah, we're excited. First we'll talk about time and space, maybe then about their culture and about their innovations, then about how they changed over time. So that's all for the website for today. Oh, one last thing is when you make a page, let's say maybe you start off with your time and space page and you have it all set up, you've got all of your different layouts and different settings in here, and you like the way it is and you want all the other pages to have the same format. When you go to pages, before you've created all of these, you can click on the dots here and duplicate the page. That way the next page that comes up will have the same layout. And then you can just adjust, go to properties, and you can change. Maybe this was supposed to be your Olmec religion page. And then you can edit it that way. Okay, so that is the basic layout of what the website should look like. Play around with the colors, put in pictures, add in all the different things and stuff that you want to add in, change the images around, look at headers, and that's it. As we go through the videos for the next things, again, you've made your action plan. We'll look at religion and philosophy. And then later, as we fill this out and we get answers to all of our questions, we'll go back to the religion or the culture webpage and put in our findings there.